Schmidt Beer, the brew that grew to be best in the great Northwest.
America's fastest growing beer.
The most a host can do for friends is serve Valley Forge.
Lucky Strike means fine tobaccos.
Cheers, everyone, and welcome to the Unfiltered Gentleman. And now, coming to you socially distanced, where the beer is required but the pants are optional. Greg, Scott, Dan, and Pantless Alley.
That's right. Welcome in, everybody. That is us. We are the Unfiltered Gentlemen. Thanks for joining. Thanks for drinking. Thanks for listening along. I am Greg. Over there is, I can't see anybody's fake names anymore. Is Scott?
I know. I have to get one.
And the other, I can't see your fake name, Dan.
What up?
And of course, Pantsless Alley.
Hi. Hey, I'm not wearing any pants.
You never are.
No.
It's what we've come to expect.
They're
That's
overrated.
what your neighbors have told us anyway.
Yeah, the neighbors are big fans of yours. Big fans.
They've called the cops on me a lot of times.
I bet they do, yeah. They go, oh, she's got a seltzer again. Everybody get your cameras out.
She's not going to remember any of this.
That's for sure. So thanks, everyone, for listening, for joining. We have a lot to get to today, but first, shout out, excuse me, that was gross, to Ironton, Ohio. Ironton, Ohio being our top listening city of last week. Thank you, guys. I looked them up. It's like 11,000 people. Small town in Ohio, Ironton, Ohio. So thanks for listening along.
Yeah,
Let
nice.
us know what you're drinking over there. Tweet at us or something.
I think the whole town listens to us.
I think so. Yeah. Sounds like it.
They gather in the little cafeteria and
Yeah.
they all gather around the one speaker. Yeah. Don't forget, when you're on the socials, to hashtag show us your beers. Rate and subscribe to us on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever it is you're getting your pods. Like I said, we got a lot to get to. We have some very important breakfast burrito talk. This is going to really draw a line in the sand here, quite possibly. Dan's got sports for us. We have a brand new segment that I'm very excited about. Allie is doing Babes, supporting Babes, some booze news to get to. And of course, we're all going to be drinking some beers. So speaking of that, let's kick things off and find out what Allie's drinking over there.
Grab your libations, pals. It's time for Beer of the Week.
And if you're drinking, well, you know that you're my friend. And I'll say, I think I'll have myself a beer.
What beer are you having yourself?
I'm drinking local. I am having Mario Tart BooBerry Boneyard. It was released right around Halloween because it was canned on October 28th.
Okay.
And
the day that will live in infamy.
And yes. On Untapped, it has a 4.33, 7.4 ABV, and the description is short and sweet. Kettle Sour with blueberry, raspberry, and blackberry.
Short and sweet indeed.
You know, I pick my beers according to the description.
I wish you and Scott could get together and work on that a little bit.
Scott doesn't give a shit because he doesn't have to read them.
That is accurate. Let me tell you.
He chooses the longer ones on purpose.
Yeah, another one coming in hot today, let me tell you.
Good old Scott.
Yeah, so I am a huge fan, thanks to you, I'm a huge fan of 8-Bit and basically everything they do. Their sours are phenomenal. Their IPAs, their hazies are so good. Tell us, how is BooBerry?
It does not disappoint. It's first of all, it's sexy. It's very, very gorgeous. As you guys can see, I'm holding up for you guys to see.
Yeah, nice looking cans over there.
Damn.
Yeah. It's funny because I'm actually, even though you guys really can't see me, I really am holding it up to the screen like you can.
Okay, now you just outed yourself.
It makes me feel like you guys can really see me in my Lucha Libre PJs.
See.
It's great. It's a really solid sour. It's got all the berries. It's Kettle Sour. I don't know. It's really good. Lots of blueberry.
The ABV is pretty high for a Kettle Sour. Is that you feeling it? You tasting it?
Well, it's not hot. No, there's no heat. It's pretty smooth. I feel like 8-Bit doesn't fuck around with like the low ball ABVs. I haven't seen many beers that are like in this lower than 7%.
My heroes.
Yeah.
They don't mess around with that 0.5 shit I've been seeing on the gram lately.
Oh, jeez. That's a thing?
Oh, I've been seeing a lot of it.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know if people ran out of problems in 2020 so they can go to non-alcoholic beer or what.
Yeah, we need more alcohol. Maybe Scott's just drinking it all.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh man,
I got my vegan food.
He's got his cowboy burger and his alcohol over there.
Yes, indeed. One of my biggest problems this year has been the non-alcohol beverages coming out.
I know. That comes out and look, then there's the Rona.
It makes me drink more alcohol.
It's true. Allie, winner over there? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah, and I just poured it again, poured a little more, topped it off. The head's super pink, but it disappears really quickly, though. It's got that, like, disappearing head, but...
So many comments to be made.
That's a drop.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's a great beer. 8-bit
Good.
never disappoints.
That is for sure.
Yes.
All right, very nice. Let's have a little discussion over here.
Have a grievance to share? It's time for crotch talk.
I don't have any grievances. Allie, anything going on over there in that neck of the woods?
Oh my gosh, guys, drum roll, please.
Uh-oh.
My kids are going back to school.
Oh, wow.
Bye, kids. Bye.
Bye.
Going back tomorrow. Bye, Felicios. Yeah. And it's so funny because, and then we were talking about it at dinner, and my daughter said something about picking her up from school, and I'm like, "Oh, you're going to school tomorrow?" I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you're going to school tomorrow!" Like,
that means
wow.
I have to do something.
Oh, guy, I have been jonesing to get my routine back. So this is good. This is perfect. I've been slacking on working out, and enough is enough. I'm ready to get my routine back. I like having a structured day, so it's perfect. And it's kind of weird though. Tomorrow, like, it's her first actual day of high school.
Oh, wow.
Oh, freshman?
I know. Yeah, she's a freshman, and
Dang.
he's a sophomore. So they'll be on campus together, and I don't know. It's. I'm probably going to get emotional in a minute, but because now I'm really thinking about it. It's okay, it's fine.
I can't even tell
fine.
you what to expect as a freshman in high school post Rona or during the Rona. Really, like, I mean, it's a different experience out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Allie's like, back in my day, we made out all... Oh, wait, no, you can't make out anymore.
Yeah.
We used to share joints. We'd pass the joint. Oh, no, you can't do that anymore. Have your own joints. Well, good luck.
Yeah.
I think that's part of the school rules now. You have to have your own joints.
Yeah.
Yeah, BYOJ.
So let me ask you something. I maybe you don't know this, but is a lot of the counties going back to school? Or, is this a thing?
So we are in San Diego County, and there's a little bit of both. There's some schools aren't going back until January at the earliest. We were supposed to go back at the very beginning of October, and there was actually a large, all the teachers got together, and they had a list of demands. They wanted their childcare being taken care of. And, I think they just got used to, I don't know if they got used to the virtual learning in their jammies and got super cozy with that, or I don't know, because I don't want to sell them short at all. I know that the teachers have been working their asses off and working longer hours than normal. Yeah. So I don't want to discredit them in the least, but
they'll be the ones that have to be exposed to those little shits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and then, so my kids will only go back 2 days a week. They're separated into groups. And so they go, they're going to be going Tuesday, Thursday, and then the other days they'll be doing the Zoom calls or the virtual learning or whatever, while the other half of the group is in class, and they'll be stream it from the screen. So, it's 2 days a week, but it's okay.
Yeah,
they're stoked.
It's a start. Yeah,
they're stoked. They're super happy. They miss their friends. They miss their routine. All that stuff. So, yeah, for us, I don't know, just for this little area, we're going back, but there are some other people that are still on the wait list.
Yeah, Allie's gonna be doing some day drinking.
No, I'm going to stop day drinking is what's going to happen. I've been day drinking since March 13th to be exact.
Yeah, great day.
So I'm going to drop off the kids tomorrow, and I'm going to go kickboxing, and I'm ready to go. Yeah,
live it up. Nice.
Yes.
Yes. I live across the street from a high school, despite the court order, and I haven't seen any life there yet of anybody, going back to school. So
you're one of those freckles on the map.
Yeah,
on
the school by
several
his
maps.
house hasn't come back, not because of the Rona, just because of who lives across the
Could
street.
be.
Right. It's really because they're trying to relocate the entire campus.
Yeah, they're looking for a satellite campus, as they're calling it. So last week, Dan just happened to bring up the delicious breakfast burrito and miche that he got in the drive-thru after a night of drinking. And boy, did this spark some controversy on the gram.
Wow.
Whoa.
Oh,
Way to go, Dan.
So apparently in Australia, they don't call them breakfast burritos.
oh.
Yeah. So I got a comment from Exceptional Grogs on the gram. Give him a follow. Other than this, he's a great guy. He says, I always wondered why you guys call them breakfast burritos. Are they chili like a normal one, or is it just bacon and eggs in a wrap?
Oh.
And I said, we take our breakfast burritos very seriously in Southern California. It's more than just bacon and eggs. This might call for a complete discussion.
Ooh.
And so I asked him, I said, what do you call yours? He said, we just call them breakfast wraps.
Oh.
So then I went to the gram and I posted a poll on the story, and I said, I put a picture of what I would consider a breakfast burrito, and I said, is this a breakfast burrito or a wrap? And the results as of recording are 81% burrito, 19% wrap.
Oh, good. Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, we live pretty close to Mexico, so
Thank God that most of the world is right on that one with the burrito.
Yeah, I've noticed with a wrap, it's like a lot like, if you get a wrap somewhere, it's like cleaner. There's a lot of vegetables in it or something like that.
Healthier.
You get a burrito,
kind of vegan
it doesn't
crap.
fuck around. Yeah. Like
Get
as
the
far
cowboy wrap.
Exactly. and if you get a really good burrito anywhere, they always cook the tortilla in grease. So it's like this extra layer of fat on top of it. So like, come on, like this is not a wrap, dude.
I feel like people in this country outside of Southern California don't know about cooking your tortilla in grease.
Yeah.
Like I feel like that's foreign to people outside of this region.
At least put it in butter or something.
Yeah, I always put mine in butter just because I don't have a bunch of grease standing by.
Oh, well, my husband's Hispanic and I tend to cook Hispanic dishes sometimes, so I know better, and I actually have the bacon grease in the refrigerator always ready to go.
Oh, look
for
at
when
you.
I make frijoles and anything else. I always have when I make bacon, I drain it into my little things, my jar, so I can always have the bacon grease on hand.
That's
Not all heroes wear capes. Some wear onesies.
Yep.
But you got to do that, with the breakfast. Like, there's nothing goes to waste after you cook the bacon. Then you can use the grease and for whatever you need it for.
Yeah. Yeah. I also think that we are extremely #blessed in Southern California. I don't think anybody knows the level of breakfast burritos we're even talking about right now.
Right. No one can really understand until they've come here. I mean, there's nothing worse than when I travel out of state. I mean, I love traveling out of state, but then you see, it's like, oh, Mexican food. It's like, okay.
Yeah.
We'll see about that.
With an asterisk next to it.
Yeah. And it's kind of like a Barry Bonds record.
Yeah.
Or the Dodgers winning the World Series.
Oh. Yeah. I don't think so.
I just want to say, I picture wraps with a green tortilla.
Me too.
Yeah.
And like sprouts. I feel like there should be sprouts in a wrap.
There's definitely sprouts and tomatoes and like it's just a lot. The tortilla crunches. It like breaks when it folds because it's like cold when they fold it.
I could see it like in a white tortilla or whatever you want to call it, but it's always cold. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's not like a nice warm tortilla. Like I don't know.
I think we can agree wraps are cold.
Yeah. So this begs the question. And so I started talking about like hangover food on the gram with some people, and this really started a whole conversation. So this begs the question. I think as 4 people from Southern California, we really need to tell people what a breakfast burrito is all about. So I was thinking maybe we go through one by one and we could kind of list off like, what is your perfect breakfast burrito? I'll kick things off. I love chorizo. And I also love al pastor. So I want chorizo, I want some pastor inside there with some eggs and some cheese and just an illegal amount of hot sauce. wrapped up. Oh, and onions. Wrapped up in that greasy ass heart clogging tortilla with some guacamole on the side and a little more hot sauce.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Mic
I'll
drop.
co-sign all of that. The when I usually go out, like if I'm to like hungover to actually want to make anything. When I go out, usually you get a breakfast burrito. Yeah, it will have egg. Of course, it has al pastor. Usually they'll put like beans and rice in there too. When I make one though, I always chop up the potatoes, the papas, and I put the chorizo with the papas. And then like I mix it up with some bacon. You have some leftover al pastor. You put that in there too. You fry up an egg, wrap that bad boy in there. You leave the egg just a little bit. So like when, it's real hard to like, wrap up the tortilla. But if you can do it without popping the motherfucker, when you bite into it, it's going to be so fucking good. So that's how I make my breakfast tortilla. And and I think, like I said, that's the difference between breakfast burrito and a wrap is it's lots of pig in there.
Yeah. And I will say, no rice and beans in my breakfast burrito. That's for lunch and dinner only.
Right. Ooh. Yeah. You get them to go somewhere. Like usually they do it like that, but when I make it, that's how I make it.
Exactly. Allie, what about you?
Oh, Guy. Well, I got to start by saying I don't love meat, so I'm actually down with a bean and cheese burrito.
You do bean and cheese and eggs?
Way to set us all back
no
here.
Eggs. No eggs. No eggs. I have to be like.
You rocking that cowboy burger?
The egg. That's why I still can't figure out why he's so mad at the vegan food. I'm not mad at it. But okay, so I have two choices. I definitely no egg on either of them. I can only do eggs over easy, like, I don't know, maybe. Bean and cheese, but wet, like with the enchilada sauce. Okay. I'm down with that. So that's just simple bean and cheese, or I go with machaca, but no egg. Just like the machaca with the onions and the peppers and tortilla.
Man, I can't believe you're not down with the pig.
I gotta add to mine. I gotta put the salsa, and you gotta put a little squeeze of lemon in there too. Oh, but yeah, I usually don't put a little cheese in there. I kind of skip out on the cheese for whatever reason.
I forgot to say, cheese. I'm all for cheese.
I'm a sucker for cheese. Yeah. See, and I can't do hot sauce because I have too weak of a stomach and there's no promises it's staying down if I'm that hungover. I can't be
not staying down or just going down further.
It doesn't. Yeah. Like staying down, meaning like
doesn't sit with you.
I might throw it up. I don't know how to say that nicely.
Whoa, with the hot sauce, huh?
Wow.
Well, I'm just saying anything. I have a really weak stomach, guys. And so like there's sometimes ready. I'm like still like a 16-year-old with my hangovers in the morning. I throw up. So
thoughts and prayers.
Right.
Thanks.
My heart goes out.
I usually just try to get it out the night before so I don't have to sleep on it.
Well, there's that.
Okay, that's enough. I'm done talking about this. Scott's turn.
So. Yeah, Scott, breakfast burrito?
Breakfast burrito for me, it'd have to have chorizo, bacon, eggs, cheese, refried beans, and some onions and some chilies.
So you're a beans in your breakfast burrito kind of guy.
I do like the refried beans in there.
Yeah.
For me, it's not so much that I don't like the flavor of it. It's that I know that means they're skimping out on the meat.
Oh.
It's a cheap filler. It's cheaper than chorizo or bacon. So they're going to put some beans there. I want the chorizo, I want the bacon, I want the pastor.
I'm not mad at that. I'd rather have the beans.
I like the taste. I mean, I went the meat, but I like the taste of the refrieds. I think that makes a difference in a lot of the Mexican food I eat.
I am going to say I make really good refried beans. Just saying.
We're all going to Allie's house. She keeps grease in the fridge for tortillas. She makes refried beans.
I've been told I make better refried beans than my mother-in-law. She's a Hispanic woman.
Shots fired.
She doesn't listen to the show. I'm safe, I think.
For now. I'm going to send her an email.
I know.
Does she email?
Not telling.
Allie's mother-in-law at gmail.com. Oh, one last thing I forgot to mention. So this whole thing spurred some hangover food talk on the gram as well. And we ended up getting an email from our friend Sir Food Savage up in Canada. He says, subject, hangover food. Message, well, I like to start with a Beyond Meat cowboy burger with veggie sticks.
Ooh.
And then after I vomit that up with the booze, I rock the McGangbang from McDonald's.
McGangbang?
McGangbang? What is that?
So as someone that used to work at McDonald's, I did not know what the McGangbang was, but I talked to somebody else. They're like, oh yeah, I know what that is. I was like, is this
like the secret menu?
It sounds like something that happens in the refrigerator.
So apparently the McGangbang is a double cheeseburger with a junior chicken sandwich smack dab in the middle of it.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
So you can order that.
I think you have to order them separately and smash it together.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
Because I almost went in there. Give me a McGangbang.
I used to make, when I worked there, I used to make mixed surf and turf deluxe.
Oh, yes. That was delicious.
So it was a double cheeseburger, filet fish patty, and some French fries, all in a bun with some sauce and ketchup and shit.
New sandwiches over here.
You know where I got that from was Jack Black. He did one of those like MTV shows where they followed him for a day. And he's like, I love the surf and turf deluxe. And then they went through the drive-thru and like he ordered all the separate ingredients and then he sat in the back seat and put it together. I was like, fuck that, I work here. I'm going to put it together now.
There you go.
Wasn't bad. It
was great. Yeah, you made one for me. Oh man, that was good.
Yeah, so that was the surf and turf deluxe. But yeah, this McGangbang, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I also like a michelada too in the morning. Like that'll cure me right up with the breakfast burrito. So
I have to say, I'm not a fan of tomato, so I don't do the Bloody Mary and I don't do the miches.
Oh my God, really?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know. For me, like the Bloody Mary, I'm cool with it, but like me and vodka, like we don't get along, man. I don't know what it is. Yeah, but like, the michelada, that's more beer on top of, like you said, with the clamato and everything. Oh, that's so good.
You know what I'll do in the morning? I'll just crack a beer. Like nothing better to settle your stomach than like an 805.
But it's like, how's that first sip though?
Delicious.
Ooh, it doesn't make you like your tongue sweat, like you want to throw up a little bit.
Depends on the night before.
Okay.
See, the problem is like the wife and like if we're hanging out with a couple of friends that we usually hang out with, they always want champagne. They want mimosas. And while I enjoy a mimosa, my stomach doesn't enjoy a mimosa.
Oh.
And so it's like I can maybe have one. Anything over that, it's like I need something better. So, or not better, but not so upsetting. So that's when I break out like an 805 or something light like that.
Yeah.
A lot of times I'll just go straight for the 805. I don't know, the malts or whatever, and it's a light, easy beer. It just settles the stomach real nice.
Settles your tummy.
Yeah. It does. It's better than Tums.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like that dude needs to come take a trip to California and get himself a breakfast burrito, like for real. You know what I mean? So he can have one and understand what we're talking about. That this ain't a rap, man.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
This is no rap. This is extremely different. Not rap at all. So all you Australians out there, come up to California. We'll take you out for some burritos.
That's right.
That'd be fun. Yeah.
Dan knows where to go, or we just take you to Allie's house, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
cowboy burritos for everybody.
Exactly. We're not going to Allie's house. Very nice. All right. We got a few more things to get to, especially the best beers in America. But before we do that, let's find out, speaking of beer, what Dan is drinking over there.
All right, so I'm drinking Fog This, which is a New England IPA from Humble Sea Brewing Company.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I like the name Fog This. It's a little... Hey, did he just say that? No. Fog, F-O-G this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 6.3% ABV. I need you to fact check this for me real quick, Greg.
Okay.
No IBUs.
According to Untapped, no IBUs.
Yeah.
And Humble Sea does like one-off releases. They very rarely have like a series of beers or one they'll make again. So they don't have a lot of information on their website. So I'm sure there are IBUs in it to some extent, but not reported.
Okay, well they need like a NR not reported or NA or something, cause incomplete something.
Did not pass go. Yeah.
Totally fucking confused me on that. And then 4.23 on Untapped. And from the brewery, it's like a nice, simple description here. DDH Foggy IPA with Nelson, El Dorado, and Sabro hops.
Very nice.
If you guys can see this, it is cloudy AF because it is, New England.
Cloudy as fog.
You know, I like that. I should have said that. Yeah, and you can see, at least I can see, there's some junk in the bottom of it, obviously, because, New England IPA.
Yeah, a little junk in the trunk. Yeah, I love Humble Sea's Foggy series. To me, it's a little different than just your regular hazy. Like, they really have made something unique up there. Santa Cruz.
Yeah, and I can co-sign that, too. Like, this one, at least, like, seems like hazies are usually a little like kind of fruity in that way, and this one's juicy too, but I feel like I get all of the bite on the 6.3%, and that's what I kind of like about it. And I think that's what you kind of generally get from a New England like IPA.
Yeah, and one thing that I love about basically every beer that Humble Sea makes, but especially their foggies, just pillowy soft. So soft in the mouth.
Yep. Yeah, you got to love that mouthfeel there.
Also, so soft in the mouth is now going to have to be a drop.
Perfect. Thank you.
God damn it. I can usually avoid that.
You did it to yourself.
I really did. So
yeah, you might create the drop, but are you ever going to use it?
No.
Yeah, no, because you're the bus. You're the conductor.
You're welcome to pull the drop and play it yourself.
Oh, well, I can repeat it, I guess.
Very nice. I love me some Humble Sea. I've got a huge crush on a Humble Sea. They are making some amazing beer, and I've said it before, but I'm part of their monthly subscription thing, and it's just the best. And it's to the point like they I buy so much beer from them that it gets to the point where it's like, hey, I better start drinking some of this because we got more in the closet and more on the way. And start having some Humble Sea parties.
I feel like when you talk about your membership, you're bragging because you know that you got it and I didn't.
I pulled some strings.
Gosh, darn it.
Yeah.
Sending peen pictures.
Dang. Some foggy peen.
Sounds like you should check with your doctor.
Maybe I should. So, all right, let's move on to
Dan's trying not to throw up.
Yeah, I know. Some top-rated beers. Zymurgy Magazine announces the best beers in America for 2020. Zymurgy Magazine, obviously huge magazine in the world of brewing and home brewing. So we'll go through this real quickly. I just thought we could share. Top-ranked breweries, feel free to comment. Tied for 10th place, both Stone and Firestone Walker Brewing Companies. Number 9, New Belgium. Number 8, The Alchemist. Number 7, Deschutes. Number 6, Treehouse Brewing. Number 5, Dogfish Head. Number 4, Founders Brewing. Number 3, Russian River. Number 2, Sierra Nevada. And number 1, Bell's Brewery.
Oh wow.
Right?
Coming in number 1. I don't know why we still have non-craft beer on these lists, but we do.
Yeah, it's interesting. They always kind of sneak in there.
It must be one of those things that they're easy to get, so people vote for it. It's kind of like, oh, I don't know, it's craft beer, right?
It's not Budweiser,
right? They don't keep up with that stuff. They have better things to do than we do. And then the top 10 ranked beers are number 10, North Coast's Old Rasputin, delicious. Number 9, Deschutes Fresh Squeezed IPA. Tied for 7th is Founders Kentucky Breakfast Stout, no thanks. And Boulevard's Tank 7 Farmhouse Ale. That's a good one. Number 6, Three Floyd's Zombie Dust. Number 5, Bell's Hop Slam. Number 4, The Alchemist's Heady Topper, which is amazing. Number 3, Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. Number 2, of course, Russian River Pliny the Elder.
Yeah.
When will Blind Pig start taking the place of Pliny the Elder on these lists, please? And then number 1,
for sure,
top-ranked beer, Bell's Two-Hearted Ale. I think that's the 3rd year in a row.
Wow.
There you have it.
Yeah, jump on some Bells there. I'm surprised I haven't had Zombie Dust. Usually I'm all over those zombie beers, but I haven't had that one.
I've had some from Three Floyds. I don't think I've had Zombie Dust either. Three Floyds has come through Tavor a few times. Let's see if maybe I get some hands on some for us to try.
Check out some Zombie Dust there.
Exactly. All right. Before we get to sports, old timey word of the week: socket money. Socket money. It's basically hush money that was paid by a caught married man. He was caught messing around on his wife.
Oh boy!
Oh man, socket money. Why socket money though?
He was hitting the wrong socket.
Yeah. Or maybe he kept it in his sock for when he got out.
Or maybe he's like keeping it like in a socket. Like he's already like hiding stuff from his wife. He's probably hiding money too.
That's true. I gotta go with Dan on this one. I immediately pictured like Homie the Clown with like his like sock, but with money in it.
Homie don't play that.
I like pictured him like beating the guy or the whatever. God. With the sock with the money in it.
Totally makes sense.
Oh man.
Nice callback, by the way.
That's a good one.
All right, let's find out what's going on in the world of sports.
And now, the sports, brought to you by cleaninguptheglass.com.
Whether it's the Baltimore Chop or the 1-2 punch, it's time for sports.
All right. So in NFL news, the Steelers are still undefeated, 8-0 for the first time in franchise history. Did you guys catch any of that game they had against the Cowboys?
Did not.
Oh, man. Well, it was actually kind of close, and it was supposed to be a blowout the way the Cowboys have been playing. But yeah, their quarterback, Garrett Gilbert, actually, he was playing pretty well. I was really surprised, and maybe things
break a leg or something? Or?
Hey, yeah, no, he didn't quite pull a Dak out there, but he was doing it right. In fact, they did this one play, too, on a punt return where the guy, like, caught it and then threw, like, a lateral to somebody else, and the guy almost scored a fucking touchdown. It was like something out of, like, the longest yard or something. It was crazy.
Yeah, I only watched the morning game, which unfortunately for me was the Chargers.
Oh, yeah.
That is unfortunate.
That was a pretty good game, too.
Unless
you're a Charger fan.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of interceptions on both sides. It was a sloppy game, but it was an all right game.
Yeah, it was a game. It was a game.
It was a game. That is fact.
Something to watch when nothing else is on.
Mm-hmm.
Then Redskins quarterback Kyle Allen. Supposedly, I put in the rundown that he broke his ankle. Supposedly, he dislocated it, and he only has like a short fracture or something, a small fracture on it. And I thought he'd be out for the season. Now they're kind of saying that he might not be out for the season. But if you guys watch that thing, it is disgusting. I mean, it like borders on some fucking Joe Thigh. I mean, what's up with Redskin quarterbacks and breaking their goddamn legs? Like, you got like fucking Joe Thighs, you got Alex Smith, and now you got this fucking guy.
Ugh, no, I did not see it. And if it's anything like Dax or anything like that, I don't need to see it.
It was disgusting. Yeah, his foot is flopping around. So I am very surprised that it was just a dislocation and not a break.
Oh,
so.
I still laugh because when I watched Dak break his, we were watching that game,
right?
And the wife goes, "His shoe came off." I'm like, that was not his shoe.
I swear to God, I was thinking the same thing. I was like, maybe it's just his shoe. I was like, oh no, it's his fucking foot. You can see the bone sticking out. Oh my God, disgusting.
Yes.
And then also Panthers running back Christian McCaffrey, he came back. What do you have, like 151 and 2 touchdowns for all you fantasy football players out there? You're probably like, hey, he's ready to come back. No, he's going to sit back out probably with his shoulder injury.
He's getting up there in age, isn't he?
Is he? I don't know. I kind of feel like he's still in the prime of his career. I know that, the Panthers just may have screwed up. I mean, the guy was just barely coming back from 8 weeks on the injured reserve, and they give him 50 fucking touches right off the bat. So
man,
maybe that's
because they're desperate.
Yeah, they really are. And I think, didn't they kind of keep pace with the Chiefs? I'm not too sure, but
actually they did. They only lost by 2.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they had a pretty good game. So, but yeah, he was a major reason why, and now he probably won't be able to play against the Buccaneers.
Yikes. Sorry, Wendy. Sorry about that.
That's all I can hear right now is my poor Wendy girl's heart breaking.
Oh, my God. I know.
I'm sad.
We got to have that drop of that dude from the Water Boy. We suck again.
No. Nothing to break Wendy's heart.
You can do it all night long.
There we go. That's the one we need.
Oh, man. And next we got our Raiders head coach, John Gruden, fined. Actually, the whole team was fined like a total of $650,000. And the Raiders lose their 6th-round pick for not following like COVID-19 procedures. I guess their offensive tackle, Trent Brown, got coronavirus. And I don't know what they did. I was trying to look online to see what happened. I didn't really see. They always said, related to his injury, that they didn't follow guidelines or something. And they just fucking took a pick away, which... I don't know about you guys. I'm kind of surprised about that. I mean, the Titans have been breaking it left and right. Almost had to have 2 bye weeks in one season and ruin the whole NFL season single-handedly, and nothing happens to them. But, of course, the Raiders lose their fucking draft pick.
Well, I am surprised not more has happened to the Titans. I know that the NFL, we talked about it a few weeks ago, said that we're going to like install cameras, and if you guys aren't following protocol, we're going to start fining and taking away draft picks. So I'm not surprised that they've done that. I mean, it's all a PR thing, whether their players are getting Rona or not. Like, do you think Roger Goodell gives a shit if somebody gets the Rona? Not really. Sit out, come back in 2 weeks, you'll be fine. Right. But it's a PR thing, and it makes them look bad. So they said they were going to start fining and take away draft picks. And I know that the Raiders had a few players go out to some like parties and charity events, and there's videos of them not distancing and not wearing masks and being like doing everything you're not really supposed to do. And it's all a PR thing. The league doesn't want to look stupid.
Right. I mean, on one hand, I can say that, obviously it's the Raiders, and of course they're going to give out the harshest punishment to the Raiders because they just fucking hate them for whatever reason. On the other hand, if I'm a Raider, I'm kind of thinking, hey, if the league is really installing fucking cameras everywhere, they're probably watching us extra fucking hard. Maybe we should try to be like a model citizen and not fuck up. So I don't know. I guess there's two sides of that coin.
Leave it to the Raiders to go, it's fine.
Yeah. I think that's what happened. And then NBA season, that's supposed to start late next month. So
December?
I think the official date is December 22nd. So I'm surprised it's not Christmas Day like they did in 2011, 2012 season. But apparently they're shooting for the 22nd. I guess what they want is, that they don't want to miss out on their big day, which is when they have 5 games in one day on Christmas and everybody's watching because, what else is there to do?
And the Lakers are always on Christmas.
Yeah, it's like, come on, you really want to spend time with your family or would you rather watch some basketball?
Basketball.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So
fire up the basketball.
Yeah.
I know there's been different talks about the basketball season starting. Has there been any talk that they might have to push it back even further?
I don't think they want to. I think.
I know they don't want to.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Undisclosed on this podcast, they have lost quite a bit of money.
Mm-hmm.
That's all sports have. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole coronavirus thing, and I think what they don't want to miss out on that cash cow Christmas Day that they have. So yeah, I think with the players and the league will probably benefit from a longer break, but I think as far as revenue, they want to keep that date. So I think there's nothing moving on that one.
And are they going back to the bubble? Has that been discussed?
I don't know. I mean, it's interesting because even in the bubble, they had 22 teams, I think it was 22 teams. And
some weird number like that.
Yeah. And they only had to play probably less than 20 games in there. It would be hard. I'd like to see what they're going to do with 30 teams in 82 game season. Even 50 games might be hard to do for them. So.
Well, I heard they're going to knock down 10 games, go to a 72 season.
I heard 72 games.
Yeah, I've heard 55. I've heard 72. I'm not too sure. So, but either way, even anything more than 50 with 30 teams in a bubble, that would be interesting to see how they even do it.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
I haven't seen anything on that and how they're going to do it. If are they going to go to a bubble or are they going to just go to different arenas or what they're going to do about that?
Right. And what's funny about that is they got, they're giving themselves the deadline of less than a month to figure it out.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? If anyone's to blame if this is a complete fucking shit show, it's them, because they wanted to keep that Christmas Day game going. So
that is true.
So I guess we'll see what happens.
We will see. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's sports.
Very nice. All right, let's find out what Scott's drinking over there. Not one to shy away from long descriptions, Scott is drinking Mother Earth Brewing's Syntax Imperial Stout. 8.1%, 55 IBUs. It's a 3.87 on Untapped and an 89 on Beer Advocate. From the brewery, they say, don't let it fool you. This is an Imperial Stout first and foremost. Deep, dark malts lend espresso notes, and British crystal malts contribute the perfect toffee and caramel flavor. Despite the dry finish, there's a wonderful molasses character, compliments of brown cane sugar, and just enough residual sugar to finish full-bodied but never cloying. The peanut butter is simply featured to augment what is already there. A fantastic example of a legendary beer style. How is that legendary beer style you got over there?
Very legendary indeed.
Nice.
First of all, I don't taste any peanut butter.
Really?
I do not. I mean, it could be there, and it could be something wrong with my taster, but
sure.
A lot of chocolate, a lot of coffee.
I was surprised that peanut butter was not in the name, and it wasn't mentioned until the end of the description, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. And even on the label, it's very bottom. It says Imperial Peanut Butter Stout, and that's kind of one of the reasons I'll try it. Peanut butter, why not? But I'm not disappointed. It's still good, but I do not taste peanut butter.
So don't come around if you're looking for peanut butter.
Maybe you can try it. It could be me. I mean, it's kind of like at the very end. I mean, I get the chocolate and the coffee and all that, and then like kind of as the aftertaste comes around, it feels like you just took a swig of maple syrup.
Oh man, that's what I like. That sweet sticky.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Ooh wee, put it in the air.
Get that sticky icky. All right, very nice. Well, I was excited for the peanut butter, but I guess no
I was
peanut
too.
butter.
Like my wife, I was very disappointed.
Oh, add it to the list. We have, like I said, a new segment. This is called Babes Supporting Babes. This is Allie reaching out to. You did fantastic. This is Allie reaching out to different beer babes on the ground because what's creepier than a guy like me going, hey, check out this beer babe. She's pretty hot and drinks beer. So we figured let's class things up. Let's make it a little better. Let's do Babes Supporting Babes. And that's exactly what we did. And here is the first ever Babes Supporting Babes. This rumdoxy loves a good beer. It's time for Babes Supporting Babes.
I am sitting down having a beer with Wendy from Brew Pug SC on the gram. How you doing, Wendy?
Great. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much for hanging out with us.
I know. I'm super excited. I am drinking a beer. I wanted to drink a South Carolina beer, so I'm drinking a Hazelwood Stein beer, which means stone beer in German. It's a beer that, prior to having metal brewing vessels, they had wood barrels, oak barrels, and so they couldn't put an open flame under that. So the brewing method is to heat stone, usually granite, really hot, and then put it down on the wort. And those stones down on the wort, the sugars kind of caramelize around it, and it gives the beer a smoky taste. It's really good.
Oh, my gosh. Wow, that's amazing.
Matt Rogers, who owns Hazelwood, he locally sourced his own granite off of the property where Hazelwood sits.
Okay.
So he locally sourced some blue granite and he heated it to 600 degrees. And I was actually there on the brew day and the guys were like little kids. They were so excited to put those hot stones down on the wort and watch it boil, And even when the beer is moved over to ferment in the lagering process, they will add those stones back to continue that flavor infusion.
Really cool. Now, did you partake in the brewing or did you just observe?
I just watched. I think probably for insurance reasons, they didn't want me handling those hot stones. So it was a little scary watching them. We were all videoing, for Instagram.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for sharing. And I know you love Hazelwood. They're your favorite local.
They are. I feel really proud to have them in our community.
Very cool. Right on. So what made you want to start Brew Pug SC?
I had some friends that got me into craft beer, and at that time, I was a preschool teacher. I would start to post my beers, and, we like to post sometimes in the mornings, post a beer that we've had the night before. It just started to, I had a lot of parents following me, and I started to think, maybe this isn't the best idea. They were thinking I was drinking prior to going to preschool in the morning.
Right. Well, some teachers probably do.
I wouldn't blame them. But I have a cute rescue pug, Apples, and so I just incorporated her image with the beer initially so that, it kind of separated that from my teacher life.
Perfect. All right, next question. What is your favorite post on your feed and why?
Okay, this was super easy. It is a post that I made the beginning of October. It was for a contest for Pug Day. Maplewood Brewery in Chicago put on a contest for Pug Day. And so I took a picture of my two pugs. I actually have a fawn pug and now I have a black pug also. And I took a picture of them on a Zoom together, which was really difficult. So it's partially my favorite picture because my whole family had to help me. My kids had, lunch meat and stuff. But it is mostly my favorite picture because craft beer community got behind me like on this crazy wave of love that I've just never, it was just crazy. And people just liked the post and they shared my contest entry. I mean, it was amazing and I ended up winning.
Are you ready for some rapid fires?
I hope so. I've got my beer in hand.
Okay, let's go. First beer you drank?
Michelob.
Okay. Gateway craft beer?
It has to be Bell's. It was probably Two Hearted originally, and then I remember the first beer I kind of hunted for was Hot Slam.
Right on. That's awesome. Okay, cans or bottles?
Usually cans.
Favorite beer and food pairing?
Anything salty, and generally what happens is I have a beer or two and usually eat potato chips or something I shouldn't be eating a ton of.
All right, it's a Tuesday night. What are you drinking?
If it's football, I'm drinking an IPA. But on Tuesday, probably a stout.
Okay. What is your beercation destination?
Well, I would love to come to California.
There we
see
go.
all my beer buddies there. But if I could coax my best beer bestie into going somewhere, I think that you and I would go to Colorado.
No.
I think that that's a solid answer. Yes. Favorite non-beer hobby?
Probably working out. I put a lot of time into that.
Earning your booze. Well, it definitely shows.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, earning my booze.
Favorite guilty pleasure beer?
Probably the beer lately that I get the most funny looks about is that Yingling Hershey beer. I like it. It's got that little, Hershey flavor in it, and I like it a lot. Favorite
word or slang for being drunk?
Shittered. 100% shittered.
Okay, last one. You ready? This is the heavy one. We going for the brew dog. Are we going with Marty, Doug, or Apples?
Can we take all three?
Gotta pick one.
Well, I have to take Apples because I have to live with her.
You have to take Apples. You totally have to take Apples.
And let's be serious. She's the girl of the three, and she's the most. Yeah, she's the most grumpy. So I think all three of us should choose Apples if we have to. So
yes,
I advise you to.
Oh, it's funny is I just realized all three of them are rescues. That's cute.
Yeah,
that's cute. All right, well that's it. That's all I have for you as far as breaking you through the coals with all the questions. I really appreciate you hanging out with me and having a beer, and looking forward to seeing what you post next on the gram.
Thanks, Allie. This was great. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Wendy. Love you so much.
I love you, girl.
Allie, that was fantastic.
Oh, man. I'm like red face and holding my breath and oh my gosh, this entire time. Oh my gosh. I'm like nervous.
That was
okay?
Phenomenal. Plus, we all love Wendy anyways, so
she's our sassy Southern belle.
Gosh, she's so fucking good. I like even when she just says hello, I'm like, God, I just melt into a puddle. Seriously, that woman is unreal. She's
at one point,
so
she went, I was like, Jesus Christ. Back, everybody.
Oh, I was watching your face, especially when she said she liked salty snacks.
You weren't supposed to tell about that one.
Dan disapproves again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do yourselves a favor. Go follow Wendy on the gram at BrewPugSC, all one word. And I hope to get shittered with Wendy someday.
It's going to happen. It's going to happen one day. That woman, man, I love her. She's so cute.
Yes, indeed. Now let's find out what I'm drinking over here.
He calls to the bullpen for
beer.
Yeah, he does. In honor of Wendy wanting to go to Colorado for her beercation destination.
With me.
I figured, that's what she said. That's only because she was talking to you. I pulled out Elevation Beer Company's False Summit Belgian Quad. It's 11.1%. Has 30 IBUs. It's a 4.11 on Untapped and a 90 on Beer Advocate. From the brewery, they say aromas of dark fruits, vanillas, and bourbon seep off False Summit's milk chocolate head. As the beer warms, notes of caramel, oak, and dark Belgian candy sugar come more prevalent. We named this beer False Summit, as some may be disheartened to find out that this is not a barrel-aged version of our famous Apiece 4. Yet this barrel-aged quad, like the final stretch of a mountain peak, is as enjoyable, if not more rewarding, than what came before. And yes, this is phenomenal. It is everything I love about a barrel-aged quad. I think the first barrel-aged quad I ever had was Sticky Monkey, and we all know and love Sticky Monkey.
Mm-hmm.
This, by way of Colorado Elevation Brewing in Poncha Springs, Colorado. I happened to be up there last summer and just came across these guys by accident. Since then, I've had a couple of their beers on the show. Found out during the Rona they were shipping, so I had to order a bunch, and this is, I think, my second order from them. And this is everything the description says. There's caramel, there's oak, there's some candy, especially like on the nose. You really get that candy sugar on the nose, and the flavor, you get that. Oh God, that whiskey barrel, that bourbon barrel. It's so delicious. It's so smooth. It's not quite as sticky, I'll say, as like a Sticky Monkey. It doesn't quite have that thickness. It's a little thinner mouthfeel, but that flavor it's very similar. You get the barrel, the bourbon barrel. You get the stickiness from the candy. It's such a great, easy sipper. I will say the 11.1, extremely well hidden, like dangerously. Man. Yeah. It's not warm at all. So.
Wow, I would think with the like just giving you a chance to have a sip there, but the 11.1%, you know, like it would have more mouthfeel in it. Thinking like there's more to it, like a Sticky Monkey, like you said, just kind of having that thick, sweet, sticky on there. But I'm surprised to learn that it's a little more thinner on that end.
Yeah, you get the flavors, the sticky flavors, but you don't. It's not quite as thick as a Sticky Monkey. It doesn't have that kind of, I don't know, syrupy texture, if you will. But
yeah, there you go. That's what I was saying. Syrup. Like I would think with the syrupy that comes, you know, look at all these words of it. Look at all these drops. This is terrible. No. But,
I'm shaking my head at you now, Dan. Now I get to shake my head back at you.
But you know what I mean? Like, you know, with the syrup brings the ABV, but apparently not.
Yeah. It's they're not hand in hand, and it's not super thick, but it's still a great drinking experience. A great, you know, you're sitting out on the porch on a cool evening. That's the thing. It's starting to finally cool down here in Southern California. I was like, time to open up something big, because it's finally cooling down, and it may not last. So
you know,
indeed, very delicious. Thank you, Elevation. They're making some good beers. They go to their website, Elevation Beer Company over there in Poncha Springs. They're shipping to whatever state allows shipments from out of state. Through bev.com. It's pretty badass. So, all right, let's wrap things up with just a little bit of booze news.
Extra, drink all about it. It's time for booze news.
One more for Wendy. Speaking of Colorado has elected John Hickenlooper to the U.S. Senate, and you're going, who cares? Well, he is the founder of Wincoop Brewing Company in Denver. We talked about him a while back, at least a year ago. He's one of those people that were like running for president, but we all knew would never make it.
Like Joe Exotic.
Well, Joe Exotic's in jail, but
he tried before he got locked up. I'm just saying.
True. So he got elected to the U.S. Senate. So a brewery owner in the Senate. So nothing wrong with that.
Was he the one with the beer campaign? Like he was totally like he had like a promo like going around, but it was very like beer related,
like make America drink again,
something like that, where he just couldn't stop talking about that. He was like, maybe he was a brewer. I think maybe it was somebody else.
I know that he had some videos going around, and I remember them mentioning, you know, Wincoop Brewing and that. I don't remember them being like all about beer and drunk or anything like that. I don't know.
Okay,
might be. I don't know. Dixie Beer Company they announced they're going to change their name because it's, you know, not cool anymore. And they have finally picked a name. They will be Faubourg Brewing or Farborge. I'm sure I'm butchering the hell out of that. And that is French for neighborhood.
What was the original name?
Dixie Brewing down in Louisiana.
Dixie?
Yeah.
Dixie.
Oh, I think that's kind of cute.
Yeah, right? I was thinking like Dixie. Yeah, very Southern.
Yeah, a little Southern belle. Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's a little too Southern.
I guess. Oh, the light bulbs are going off. Dang. That's really?
Some There's undertones that are too Southern.
Well, I think on their name, they had their logo was a Confederate flag.
Was it?
I could be wrong about that, but I think when I looked it up, I saw that.
Is he being serious?
I am unsure about that one.
Yeah, I don't know if I can believe you or not, Scott.
So, anyways, they announced a few months ago that they were going to change their name, and they finally come up on a winner, and that was Faubourg. I'm sure I'm butchering it. Brewing.
And what did you say that translates? What does it translate to?
Neighborhood.
Oh, neighbor. Okay. Yeah, won't you be my neighbor?
Brewing.
Maybe it sounds better when you have this Louisiana accent.
I'm sure it sounds way better.
Faubourg. Yeah, no, it doesn't.
Get the guy from Waterboy to.
If only we knew a Southern Belle.
We need Wendy to say it for us. Maybe that'll be
there. You go.
You're picking up what I'm putting down.
Yeah. So, what else? Pabst finally buys the shuttered Molson Brewery down in SoCal for $150 million. So, PBR coming at us fresh. Can't wait. Yeah. To join the ever-growing list of basic bitches, Guinness is going to release a gingerbread spiced stout and imperial stout just in time for the holidays.
Oh,
can't
my
wait.
God.
So unnecessary.
I can't believe Guinness is going to do that. Like, that's so, like,
really?
beneath them.
Yeah, as much as I really don't like Guinness, they do kind of hold this higher status amongst big beer.
Yeah.
And it does see below them. You're right.
Seems like most of my friends, even if they don't even drink craft beer, like a Guinness to them is like, like that's it. A Guinness. Like that's
it's fancy.
That's their mainstay.
It's like in a category of its own.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It goes without saying. You know what a Guinness is, you know how it tastes, everything. And now they're just kind of fuck it all up.
Pretty much.
You know what's crazy about a Guinness though is like, I mean, this is, guys, just don't judge me, but is it just the dark beer? Do they just have that one, the Guinness?
They got a couple.
Yeah, they got a couple, right? But I mean, everyone just knows the Guinness.
The Guinness, like the Black and Tan or the Irish Car Bomb or whatever. Like, I mean, it's almost like
Irish Car Bomb.
I don't know.
It's a household name.
I guess they're a one-trick pony, huh?
It is. It's like, fucking Heinz, it's ketchup, Kool-Aid, it's juice, Guinness, it's a fucking yeah.
Dan, that's kind of where I was going with like, Band-Aid or Kleenex or whatever,
exactly,
Rollerblade.
Yeah.
It's a household name.
Yeah.
Yeah. You get me, Dan.
Let me just jump in real quick and apologize to Dixie Brewing because I was incorrect. I read an article about another bar down in Midwest that had Confederate flags and they were forced to change their name and their logos. It was not Dixie Brewing. So
Dixie was not forced. They voluntarily stepped up. And
So they did have a Confederate flag on
they
their
did
logo?
not. No.
They did not.
Oh,
yeah.
No, I was thinking of somebody else.
Oh, man. Way to add to that hot water there, Scott.
They volunteered to just change their name or they volunteered?
Oh, they voluntarily changed their name.
Oh, okay.
Way to add to that hot water they were in there, man. Just when they thought they were out, you pull them back in.
It's true. All right, let's hit some music and get up on out of here. By the way, hi Vanessa.
Oh, Vanessa, hi. Hey.
Thanks
babe.
everyone for listening. Thanks for joining along. Find us at theunfilteredgentleman.com and at theunfilteredgentleman on the socials. Hey Flex, give us a call.
Hi, Flex.
You can find Allie on the gram at Allie in Cali, ALLY.IN.CALLY. Email us, theunfilteredgentleman@gmail.com. Hey, you know what? We want to know your thoughts on the big breakfast burrito debate.
Yes.
Leave us a voicemail and email, whatever it is, 805-538-BEER, 2337.
Los Angeles, we know you listen. It's your time to shine, baby. Call in with that the breakfast burrito shit.
We need to know. We need the right answers here.
And maybe we could get a voicemail from Vanessa. I'm going to start calling people out one by one. This week I'm calling out Vanessa. Come on, girl.
Yeah, we need to know what the breakfast burrito scene in Miami is like. So let us know.
Totally curious about that.
All right, everybody stay very well hydrated out there. And on that note, good night, everybody.